Bunnies are back on top, premiers once again, and now, with glory achieved, the premiership secured, a new chase begins, a new chapter begins, as we farewell a South Sydney great and Cody Walker, who leaves behind a legacy fit for an immortal. He also leaves behind big boots to fill. Who will be the one to step up to the plate and help be a driving force in the South Sydney club's chase to make history and go back to back? Welcome to Chasing Glory Season 2. Yes, welcome back to another video on the channel, Season 2. Getting right into it here with the South Sydney Rabbitohs, looking to hunt a little bit of history here, looking to go back to back. We do have a few things to take care of though before we do start this new season. As it says here, season completes, advance to next event, and recruiting is now available. I did not expect this, so let's see who exactly is available. If we search for players here and filter it to availability, here's who we can pick up. So with the departure of Cody Walker, I do want to take a look at the available 5/8. We'll go across the whole Rugby League world, Super League included, so none of these players available at the moment are appealing. We could take Tyson for depth, but not really feeling it. Kroger either. Ooh, look at this. Hugo Savala, and he's face scanned. Obviously not listed as a 5/8, I did look at the halfbacks as well. You also have Hohepa Puru out of the Cronulla Sharks. Two great options for depth, and seeing as Humphries can play both sides of the field, I wouldn't mind slotting him in the 6 jersey in favor of one of these young guns. Alright, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to make the play for Hugo. I feel like we kind of have to, right? As a little dagger to the Chooks. So let's go ahead and let's just give him an offer he can't refuse. We'll go 3 seasons as well. 200k. Can we poach him from the Chooks? And yes, we can. Hugo, welcome to Redfern. Because we have so much space in the cap, I will be signing a couple more players. Young guns with a lot of potential, the first being Paul Bryan. I think a Newcastle junior that's now at the Seagulls. Feel free to correct me if I'm wrong, but his potential is crazy. 86 to 90, only 22, and yeah, we do need some genuine mids. With our 4 obviously up there in age, we've got about 2 seasons out of him, so we're gonna sign this young 22-year-old to a 3-year deal. He wants 140-ish, we'll go 170, and he is coming to Redfern. Yeah, I think we've got a couple good players in Hugo and Paul. Advance to next event, end of year. This is pretty cool. South Sydney Rabbitohs, team record, 14 wins, 10 losses, no draws. Final out of position, 7th. Now it's just showing all the transfers. You used to be able to filter these. Not really interested in the NRLW. Honestly, I wanted to see the movements around the league. Continue, Rabbitohs. So for select sponsor, we have sign a star player. We won't be doing, we have plenty of stars at the club at the moment. We will go for this, win the premiership. Alright, so we're going to allocate the funds and I'll be back in a sec. Here's the changes we made. We pretty much maxed out all the coaching. All the recruitment is on 4 stars. Fitness is also all on 4 stars now. We picked up plenty of injuries in that last season. We low-key invited that with how low it was. It was on like 2 stars across the board. And the marketing got a slight buff. I mean, when you're winning, I don't think marketing has to be that crazy, but yeah, this is how we're looking heading into this new season. And we've arrived. So the first order of business was recruitment. And we've gone ahead and re-signed a whole bunch of players. The fastest way to show you here is in the inbox. As you can see, we've re-signed Campbell Graham, Ty Munro, Peter Momasalis, Davey Moale, Jai Arrow, Tallis Duncan, Jai Gray. We gave Jai Gray a 5-year deal. Bud Sullivan, Ben Lovett, Isaac Maliawi, we've already re-signed him, as well as Selwyn Cobbo, Ryan Gray, and Latrell Mitchell. Players that are somewhat on the outer, or that we haven't re-signed yet. Alex Johnston will want to extend another season, as well as Jack Whiten, and everyone else we will be letting go of. The pre-season challenge we will be simulating through. The game I really want to play here is the World Club Challenge. To avoid injuries, I did go ahead and chuck together like a second string team, so let's go ahead and simulate. And the West Tigers did get the win, Latu Faino picking up the player of the match. In the next game against the Raiders, wow, the Raiders put an absolute beating on our second string bunnies, 44 points to 14, with Albert Topoate picking up man of the match. The final order of business for the pre-season, the World Club Challenge. The changes I've made to the squad here, we have Selwyn Cobbo making his club debut, as well as Bunty R4 to come off the pine. Our Cody Walker's replacement will be Bud Sullivan for this season. I do wonder if we're getting any more updates, because we didn't get one last week. All we got was like the removal of the short kickoff. It's apparently being rebalanced. Honestly, I could do without. Trust me, if there's any way to do a short kickoff, it will be heavily exploited. The higher up you get in the ranks, I'd rather see it for dropouts instead and just keep kickoffs the same, because it ain't fun getting in a short kickoff war. As we hit a little 360 spin move with Bud Sullivan here, and he makes plenty of ground. We've hardly seen that, especially when it comes to creating line breaks. As we have the numbers here out wide, Latrell Mitchell down the left sting will score the first points in the World Club Challenge. Let's go. And our first conversion will be a miss. No surprises there. I wonder if there's anyone out there that's doing what I'm doing and not using the curve feature for conversions and has a pretty good success rate. Because we are struggling with it out wide. Even when you aim for the far post, which is pretty much how you use the curve option. But we do have the Wolves here in good ball, looking to make something happen. Couple more tackles, and inside the 10 they eventually get as they go wide. A couple quick passes in succession here. Finds its way out to Matt Duffy, who beats Latrell 1-on-1, and Matt Duffy with a solo effort will get their first points of the match. That is a good kick. Slide gets them out to a 2-point lead. It's like the 5th time I've seen this. We have to go for it. Let's throw a cutout ball this time. Selwyn Cobbo making his Rabbitohs debut, as well as Bunty yet to take the field. A 6 again. We will gladly take it to get us into good ball for sure. There's our skipper. Makes plenty of ground. Just outside the 20 we are right now. Through the hands here, Ty Monroe finds a bit of space. Down the right flank. This is Keon back out on an edge. Oh, the dollar with a rolling carry there. Will drag a defender with them over the try line. And that is our second try. Our big boy getting on the board. Alrighty. 4 points the difference. We'll listen for the analysis here from the commentators.
World Cup action can't get any better than what we just saw in that first half. Well, Brian, there's a lot to admire in the way they're playing.
Well, I really enjoyed that first half. Both teams are putting on quite a show out there, yet we don't have a clear winner at this point. Both coaches will have some ideas how to break down their opposition, so it does promise to be a very intriguing second half of Rugby League.
That's actually pretty decent.
Up and ready to go. We'll take a short break and be back with the second half.
If you have any suggestions of how we should line up, I will be doing some sub-17s for this season, seeing as we got quite the roster. I think our next video will go through all the players available that we can, then you can put together some subscriber 17s, and we'll run off those for a few rounds. As Duncan goes on an absolute tear, and he finds an offload. I might even mention it though, but we have Jack Whiten now coming off the pine. He'll be donning the 14 for the moment, with Bud Sullivan getting that promotion. And I've decided to shift Cam Murray back to lock. Keon back on an edge.
Ruck infringement.
That's interesting. That's like our third 6 again. I ain't complaining. Although we should have gotten a few penalties here and there, because they hold us down for the longest time in our own half, or inside the 40. As we look to play through the middle again. Just a simple draw and pass, and Lockie Hubner will find space right next to the posts. Plenty of action from our mids as the Trout nails it from right in front and takes us out to a 10-point lead.
Very pleased with the amount of broken tackles tonight. I'd be checking their lockers for sticks of butter.
Good vision, passes long. Humphries, well, they didn't use all 5 tackles there.
That's a solid kick. That is a 40-20. With a minute to go, see if we can get our classic out the back set up to the right here. There it is. Oh, Jagray drops it as the fat lady sings, and that is full time. We take care of the Warrington Wolves here in our first World Club Challenge. A nice little win here in the pre-season to take a little bit of momentum heading into the season opener. I'm not too sure who we're playing, but we are definitely ready to set the tone heading into the new season. Like I said, if you have any suggestions, maybe you want to see Alex Johnston still in the squad and whatnot, drop me your best 17 in the comments and we'll have a geese. For now though, we are going to call it there. If you did enjoy the video, be sure to run and share the like button. And for more Rugby League related content or more content in general, go ahead and drop the boy a cheeky sub. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you later.